anybody know?
Hey everybody, it's Edie and welcome to Mixed Mediology. Today's video is a vlog. It is day 2 of my Rome trip with Stephanie. So if you're looking for art, keep scrolling around my channel because there's plenty of that to be found. But for today, we are just going to hang out and talk to you and show you some very, very interesting, very funny clips of our trip to Rome. So this was day 2. We spent day 1 kind of wandering around near our hotel, and day 2 was our first day out. So we went to the Vatican.
One of my favorite parts of the trip.
Yeah. So, yeah. In Rome, the way you get around is you take a train and a bus, or in some people's case, a cab, which is still a sore subject that we will talk to you about in another video. So
You'll see why.
Yeah, you'll see why.
I have evidence.
Oh my God, here we go.
This video you're about to see is my evidence for why we needed to take cabs. So I don't understand what she doesn't get, but it's okay.
The cab video is a whole nother subject.
Okay.
Okay, so
All right, so this is the train.
let's focus.
All right, this is the train, and
The train in Rome is very crowded. Did I introduce you? This is my best friend Stephanie Giggle, by the way. I just have this strange person sitting in my dining room. Yeah, the train in Rome is very crowded during rush hour. Just like the streets in the States when you're driving to work in the morning and when you're driving home in the afternoon, it gets very congested. Well, the train is their main form of transportation,
And
so
of
the trains
course-
and buses are congested.
we had a couple of things scheduled for 9 a.m. on the dot.
Well, yeah, because that's when they open. That's the best time to go in.
Okay. So anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
So what happened was, we go to the train station in enough time to be there at our, because we were supposed to enter the Vatican at 9 a.m. Our tickets were for 9. So we get to the train station early enough to get on the train, get to where we needed to go, walk to where we needed to be, and then get to the Vatican on time. Which put us inadvertently being on the train at rush hour in the morning at like 8:30.
Yeah.
And it was very crowded. And it was her first experience with the train.
Yeah. Well, she wanted me to put my body in places that logically my body does not go.
Yeah.
So the first train comes, and you'll see.
I don't
Very
know.
crowded.
Should we tell them what happens, or should we just
No.
let them watch?
I'll let you watch.
Yeah, it was very crowded when the train arrived.
Yeah.
Very, very, very crowded.
You'll see.
There were people that literally stepped off, waited for other people to get off, and then stepped right back on. They didn't even turn around. They just backed out of the train and then stepped forward to get
And
back
it was
into
just
the
like
train.
1 or 2 people getting off, with about 15 to 20 people trying to get into each entrance.
Yeah, because the train has multiple doors, and like each door is,
Yeah.
there's 20 people trying to get into each door.
Yeah.
And maybe 1 or 2 coming off.
So I just want to let you know that when we finally do get on, we're going to come back on camera and it's going to look empty to you. But I want you to know that when we finally did get on, I'm not going to tell you when we finally got on, you'll see. It was crowded as all hell. We squeezed in, and some woman was yelling at her about, I don't know what, in Italian.
At me?
Maybe at both of us.
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh!
But the point was, that's not the point. The point is she was yelling. I don't know if we were getting on and being too nervous about it, or what was happening, or maybe she pushed her. I don't know. But this woman was yelling at us. We were all like this. So when we finally come on camera, you're going to see it like empty, and it's because after like 2 stops, it emptied out. So.
Yeah. Yeah, where we got on was kind of, so there's a main stop, a terminal where a lot of people get on. And then there's, you know, stops in between the next main stop where a lot of people get off and on.
Yeah.
And our stop was one of those middle ones where a lot of people had gotten on, but they hadn't gotten off at the next main area
Like
yet.
this.
They're like, they were not happy.
Literally.
Pressed against the glass. So it was really crowded. It was so crowded I actually could not film. I could not hold the camera up and turn it around and show you what was going on. It was that crowded because we literally squeezed in like this with no personal space.
Armpits in our faces.
Oh my God, that was so bad.
Okay, so
There's always like an armpit like this in
Yeah,
your face.
right.
Someone holding on above your head. It's
Yeah.
so disgusting. And so she was freaking out I'm not going to tell you how many attempts it took us to get on the train, but by the time we finally got on the train, she was not happy and like, we're not going to get on and I'm going to squeeze in and blah, blah, blah. And so we're like hyper. And this Italian woman that was yelling at us was like, you need to calm down. She's yelling at us in Italian. I'm only guessing at what she's saying. Apparently we needed to calm down and get on the train like normal Italian people who weasel their way in, don't say anything about it, and just deal with the suffrage. So yeah, that is the video that you're getting ready to see is just the train trip because it's a video in itself.
Oh no, I think you added the Vatican to this.
Oh, the Vatican is on this one. Oh yeah. So then we get to the Vatican. Okay. Should we tell them about wandering around the Vatican and then what we discovered after we got home? Not the church, because the church is a separate video. We went to the Vatican church and that's another video. But after the train incident, you will see our trip into the Vatican museum. And we were like, we know nothing.
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 Nothing. We're just pretty pictures.
It's just like, oh, this is so pretty. Oh,
look at the sculpture.
I don't know who made it, but it's so pretty. Then we got home. So we're looking at all this amazing art, not having a clue who it is. It could be like,
we don't even know.
We didn't even know. Historically significant gorgeousness.
Yeah.
And we're oblivious to it. So
totally. Dumb as
a box of rocks. We're so dumb. So
we laughed at this at the end because then we started finding out, oh, that was there, or you know, this sculpture is, you know, famous, and we didn't know, or this chair that we kind of filmed past.
Yeah,
chair.
we totally ignored the chair.
Yeah.
So yeah, we toured the Vatican Museum. Loved some of it. Actually, knew some of it. We're not complete morons, but we, for the most part, we didn't know necessarily what we were looking at or who had made it. And then we got home and started looking up photos and who was what, and discovered that we saw some pretty magnificent shit and just didn't know it.
Yeah.
And then
go ahead. So you spent about 15 minutes looking at this thing made out of canned
bottle caps. It was bottle caps.
15 minutes. Meanwhile, like there's a Leonardo da Vinci painting in the same hallway.
It's like Leonardo da Vinci fucking bottle caps.
And I just kept coming back to her, like she was like by the bottle caps, and I just kept coming to the bottle caps and like, oh, okay. And I kept walking away, and then she would still be there, and I'd come back again. Like I'm wondering if I'm missing something. And yeah, she was there for about 15 minutes.
She missed the magnificence of the bottle caps. It was not lost on me. Although I think I might have walked past a Da Vinci.
Yeah. I think you might have.
So yeah, that's today's video, is the train incident and then our tour of the Vatican museums. So, anything else you need to say about today?
No.
Cool. We have our videos coming. We have more vacation videos coming. All kinds of cool stuff. So make sure you hit the little subscribe button. That way you don't miss any of this craziness and randomness and entertainment. Remember, you can find me all over the internet. I'm on Facebook under my name. You can find me in the Mixedmedieology group on Facebook. You can also find me on Pinterest. And follow me on those places and I will follow you back. Don't forget to hit that little subscribe button here on YouTube and then share it with all of your friends so they can hang out with us too. Where can they find you?
StephanieGagos.com or on Facebook under Stephanie Gagos.
All of the information is in the description below, so just click on the links. It's a lot easier.
I do have a YouTube channel too.
Okay. All the links are below. So, that's it for today. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time. Mwah. Bye! Rome trip, day 2. We're waiting for the train because, ooh, I'm in the shadow. We're waiting for the train because we're going to the Vatican today. I'm so excited. I love the Vatican. Yesterday was miserably hot. We were both fucking miserable. We took a shower and crashed yesterday afternoon for a couple of hours. And then we headed back out yesterday evening for dinner and then came back and went right back to bed because it was just too fucking hot. So we are waiting for the train. And I think it's coming from that way. But I'm not sure. I don't see it yet. What freaks you out?
What are you doing?
That I'm looking for the train or that I'm...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. So look, there's a yellow line. And my foot is this close to the yellow line. Stephanie wants me to back up. It's I'm videotaping. I'm getting the experience.
No.
Did you see the hand? She put the hand out. No. I don't know which way it's coming from. I think it's coming from the other way. And we're going down that way. Oh, it's dark and not focusing. There we go. We're going down that way. And we are at Station Republica. This is where our hotel is. It's about a 10-minute walk from here. I think I hear the train. I do hear the train. It is so crowded right now. This train is so fucking crowded right now. But a lot of people might be getting off here. We're gonna get in this door right here.
Where?
Yes, there is. Just wait, they're getting out. So I'm gonna put the camera away. There's not enough room.
Everywhere.
So the train is leaving. We did not get on. It was too crowded. So we're gonna wait 4 minutes for the next train.
I'm gonna be paying for cabs or something. I can't. I'm too much.
She's speechless right now.
There's no way.
They were crammed in there like sardines.
There was not one lick of room for me or you.
Did you see how they like step out and then squish back in? She's traumatized.
I don't like it here.
She's not loving Rome. Rome is a busy
Take
city.
me back to Sicily, please.
So we're gonna wait for the next train and hopefully hop on and head to the Vatican. Attempt number 2. We did not make it onto the train.
How are we gonna get in?
We're gonna have to squeeze ourselves in. Yes, we're gonna. Why is it not focusing? Is there something on my camera?
I can't.
There we go.
There was no place to squeeze in.
We're gonna have to make them make room. Did you see those people? How they weasel
There
their
was a
ways
little
in?
room there for them. We're not little.
Okay, so when the train gets here, we're gonna be right on that yellow line, and we're gonna be the first fucking people. As soon as people step off, we're stepping in.
Okay.
Because we're supposed.
After this, I'm taking a cab.
We're supposed to
if
be-
I can't get in.
We're supposed to be going into the Vatican in 8 minutes. And we still have, once we get on the train, which is another 5 minutes away, we still have another 30-minute train ride.
Maybe we should take a cab.
We're taking the bus. I mean the train.
Why? A cab will get us there faster.
Okay, we have to go find it. First we have to make our way back out of the train station. We have to find
There's
a cab.
cabs everywhere.
We have to
at the
hopefully
circle.
find a cab.
Right there.
And then the long drive there through Rome. In a cab. Through Rome.
If we don't get in this next one, we're taking a cab.
Oh, good God. Oh, my God. I'll be back. Attempt number 3. We made it on the train. She's not happy, but we made it on the train. And it's empty now. It was really full.
Ho dormito sopra, mi stavo male.
So we're heading to the Vatican. Okay, so we made it. We survived the train ride. We are now making our way to the Vatican. My foot. We made it to the Vatican Museum. So excited. The Vatican is one of my favorite places, if not my favorite place in Rome.
about your tickets, girl.
Huh?
We got time for video tickets.
Dude, my tickets are right here, ready to go.
All right, let's go.
Come on.
That makes me so happy. That's how you do it.
Because we didn't have to wait in line. We bought our tickets online.
Look at the line.
I know, the line goes around the building because they're idiots. So we're walking up the spiral, I call it staircase, but I think we've done 6 flights already. We've walked all that. Walking around the spiral, getting to the top to start the museum walk. And there's the Vatican entrance. Yay! So we're right outside the Vatican in the garden.
The art historians, the archaeologists from time to time just go and check if they find some new treasures here. Recently, some friends of mine
I want a picture next to that thing.
Okay. So we're in the very first part of the Vatican Museum at the Egyptian section, and I just stumbled across this cutie right here. Oh my god, he is amazing. This is an actual sarcophagus with a real mummy preserved. Oh my god, that's amazing. Amazing, right? Oh, I think there's another one over on the other side. Yes. And they put like ceremonial jewelry on top. Oh my gosh, wow. Oh, the jars have the internal organs. These jars. Very cool. Look at how ornately painted inside the sarcophagus. So good. Egyptian amulets. You have to pause it if you want to read this whole thing, and I hope it's in focus. Look at this. It's like Egyptian mixed media. It's a tapestry. Damn, there's a glare. It's a tapestry, but there's 3D elements. Like her bracelet and her ring are raised. Her necklace is raised. I don't know if it's coming across on camera, but they are. Very cool. So we're leaving the Egyptian rooms and we're coming out into the rest of the Vatican. Look, this is just down the hallway. Look at the statues. Oh my God. Amazing. This is that little room that we couldn't get to from the other way. And then we go back down that way. That's the ceiling. Oh my God. Wow. That's cutting off the head of Medusa. What's his name? Hermes? No, who cut the head off Medusa? I can't remember right now. That's a statue that I have. And I can't remember his name. Watch your step. I'm gonna go film around here real quick. Scusi. We're still just in the courtyards of the Vatican. We haven't even gotten into the art. And it's already so much to see and take in.
So this used to be, and they turn it. But you see the symbol that we were talking about. Sorry.
River God, Arno.
Che rappresenta la personificazione del rio Tigri che Michelangelo ha restaurato.
I love this painting so much. Let's see if I can zoom in and see the name of it. Wow. Just wow. And this one too. The rainbow in the middle of this battle is a rainbow. So we've entered the room with the sarcophagus of Mary. So we're in the Hall of Constantine, and I saw this. painting. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's called. But it's 3 cherubs, and it's like you're looking at the bottom of their feet, looking up. It's like they're stepping on this to place the crown. That's the ceiling. Like way up there, that's the ceiling. We are in the room of the signature. And I just found that. I love how they depicted the women with the books and the music, and some of them had the swords and they battled, but for the most part they were the ones with the brains. Wow.
Pepe, los baños están por acá en la Capilla Sixtina. I'm not gonna look at you first.
I don't know who the artist is on this, but I love this painting so much. I wish there was a little sign saying who the artist was. Wow. We've entered the contemporary art area of the Vatican Museum. Look at this. I wonder what this is. I'm trying to get it where you can see. Oh my god, there we go. It's the thinker, one of my favorites.
Accompanied by strong emotions to render the sense of movement. The pictures of his art are demonstrated in this video, in which every muscle expresses an effort of concentration and meditation. The figure stands on the central part
audio
of the
guide.
tympanum of the famous Gates of Hell.
But I don't know where my microphone
In
is.
1880, in the Museum of Decorative Arts in Paris. Although Rodin worked on the gates practically using it was never finished.
Okay, so we're somewhere in the Vatican Museum, pretty high up. And there's a cordoned off area here with nothing in it, just a window. And Stephanie said, I bet you they have that cordoned off so that nobody jumps.
These are the things I think about.
These are the things that she thinks about. Weirdo. I don't know what this room is, but it's gorgeous. Look at this.
It'll tell us something any second. Watch.
It tells a story. I love how all the paintings tell a story. And how there's a reason someone is looking at you or looking at another person or where they're pointing. Or why the dog is in the picture or whatever. I love that so much. You really did it. But we're cordoned off. You can't get into this room.
All right.
Gorgeous. So we're in another room and I'm just blown away by the ceiling. It's absolutely stunning. Wow. Oh my god. Oh, I can't even operate the camera right now. Oh my god. We're still in the Vatican and we've just come through some areas with no air conditioning and walked to see this. It's an air conditioner event. I just had a religious experience. This is nice. This is one of my favorite pieces of art right here. I don't know if you can see, but right here, this is absolutely breathtaking in the best possible way because it's an air conditioner vent. I may stand here for another 5 minutes and just appreciate the piece. We're deliriously hot. I didn't know what it was. I didn't like it, but now I know what it is. I like it. So this is Matisse. Oh, they're all Matisse. Oh, look at that. Look at this. Just a little statue. Nothing really, but beautiful. And this one is like the whole wall. Sorry, did I get in your way? She's taking photographs. I'm videotaping. I'm gonna go under. Wait. This one. Oh, that's a Matisse too. I love this one though. It's so simple. It's so simple. These are so simple. Matisse. And then this one, I don't know if that's Matisse or not. I don't think he did sculpture, but I could be wrong. Look at that. Wow. No. Still making our way through the contemporary art up towards the Sistine Chapel. We're still in the contemporary section, but look at this. Like, this is, I love this. So simple. It's so beautiful. The gold and the texture and the, oh my god, I love this. Wow. Here's another one. So simple yet so amazing. They're all Salvador Dali. So this is a section of Salvador Dali paintings. I'm going to tour right now, but excuse me. This one is.
You like Salvador Dali?
Yeah. I love this. I love this so much. face is haunting. I don't know what this is made of, and I don't know if it's picking it up on camera, but it's actually 3D. Everything is like popping off the painting. Wow, terracotta, so it's like clay on top of the substrate and then painted. And then fired. It looks like it's shiny, like a fired terracotta pot. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Kind of reminds me of the Eye of Sauron. Okay, so this piece just blew my mind. This is, I love this. I love this, I love this, I love this, I love this so much. You probably can't tell it right now, but that entire painting is made from bottle caps. Bottle caps have been crushed, twisted, opened up, spread out. Look, I'm gonna take you in closer. Oh my God. Look at that. That's bottle caps. The little bands around the bottles, like these are the, when you open like a beer bottle, it's got those little clips that twist off. This is those clips twisted. This is the bottle caps, like opened out and spread flat. Oh my God, look at this, look at this. I am so intrigued by this painting right now, and it's like mesh. It's all wire ringed together with like just little pieces of wire, and it's just hanging on the wall. It's not on anything. It's not on a canvas. It's just all connected and free form hanging. Wow! Oh my God! I love this so much. So inspiring. Wow. Look at the keys. Oh, I love that. Oh, that's the Pope's symbol. I knew those keys. So this is the cafe, the cafeteria of the Sistine Chapel. Not very big, but very busy and very loud. Everyone stops in here to grab a quick espresso before heading up to the chapel. This is the last stop before we actually go into the Sistine Chapel.